Initially, I wanted to do six big books this year, but because it seemed like a good number, but then I realized that year has only 5 months left, so it would not be possible. So yeah, I'm just going to do five big books this year. I don't know why try to overdo everything and end up doing nothing. I know it's a problem and I'm trying to fix it. Hi everybody, my name is Swati. Welcome back to my channel. It's nice to have you here. I have made a list of names of books that are big. That is the most important part, and that I really want to read this year before the year ends. And I have had some of these books on me for 2 to 3 years, and it's high time that I read these. Reading big books can be overwhelming in thought, and this will maybe take some of this pressure off it and provide me with some clarity and system. This is kind of like an accountability thing. And if anybody has read any of these books that I am going to mention, I would love to hear any thoughts and suggestions or anything of that sort in the comments, perhaps. So, without any further delay, let me tell you what these books are. And yeah, so the first one is The Wind Up Bird Chronicle, and it is by Murakami. And I have not read any of Murakami's work except that I read some of his short stories. I have not read anything new by him this year, so this is going to be my first Murakami this year. And I really love reading his books because the kind of world that he builds, the kind of the mystic realism thing that he does is very palpable, and you kind of really enjoy it when you read it. It says here Toru Okada's cat has disappeared. His wife is growing more distant every day. Then there are increasingly explicit telephone calls he has recently been receiving. As this compelling story unfolds, the tidy suburban realities of Okada's vague and blameless life, spent cooking, reading, listening to jazz and opera, and drinking beer at the kitchen table, are turned inside out, and he embarks on a bizarre journey, guided, however obscurely, by a succession of characters, each with a tale to tell. I have no idea how or when or which one I am going to read on in which one. I'm a mood reader and I'll figure out as I go, I guess. So, and the next one is Crime and Punishment by Fyodor Dostoevsky. I got introduced to this author this year and I have read two of his short stories, and since then I have wanted to do just that. I want to read everything by him, and everyone says that this is a good place to start if I want to read Fyodor Dostoevsky. Dostoevsky's great novel of damnation and redemption evokes a world where the lines between innocence and corruption, good and evil blur. It tells the story of Raskolnikov, a destitute and desperate former student who wanders through the slums of St. Petersburg and commits a random murder without remorse or regret. He imagines himself to be beyond conventional moral laws, but as he embarks on a dangerous game of cat and mouse with a police investigator, Raskolnikov is pursued by the growing voice of his conscience and finds the noose of his own guilt tightening around his neck. I have realized with Fyodor Dostoevsky is that his characters are so layered. They have this psychological turmoil that they go through that it's very palpable and you experience it with them, and I really enjoyed it in his short stories, so I'm really looking forward for it too in the big form. So the next book is everyone's favorite, The Secret History by Donna Tartt. It is going to be my first Dark Academia book, and I'm really excited for it. I have seen everyone rave about it. I have had this book for quite a long time. I also have The Goldfinch by Donna Tartt, which I read till 200 or something pages and then I DNF'd it. It's not the book's fault, it's more like I was not ready for it, and I remember I enjoyed whatever I had read of that book, and I'm looking forward to reading this one because the way Donna Tartt wrote in that book was the world building was amazing, and I have not experienced that a lot. So yeah, I'm going to do that. Under the influence of their charismatic classic professor, a group of clever, eccentric misfits at an elite New England college discover a way of thinking and living that is world away from the humdrum existence of their contemporaries. But when they go beyond the boundaries of normal morality, their lives are changed profoundly and forever. I just know that this is going to be the most amazing experience that I'm going to get, and this is the book that I'm going to read in August. And yeah, I just want to start this big books journey on a good note, so I think this is the right first book that I should read. And the next one is the writer that I have wanted to read as an Indian and as a book reader for quite a long time, and that is Midnight's Children by Salman Rushdie. And this is historical fiction set in the partition of India and Pakistan. And born at the stroke of midnight on August 15, 1947, at the precise moment of India's independence, the infant Salim Sinai is celebrated in the press and welcomed by Prime Minister Nehru himself. But this coincidence of birth has consequences Salim is not prepared for. Telepathic powers that connect him with thousand other Midnight's children, all born in the initial hour of India's independence, and an uncanny sense of smell that allows him to sniff out dangers others cannot perceive. Inextricably linked to his nation, Salim's biography is whirlwind of disasters and triumphs that mirrors the course of modern India at its most impossible and glorious. It seems to be much more than what I had in mind, and I'm quite excited for it. And the last one is the book that made the whole world cry, A Little Life by Hanya Yangihara. I have had this book for more than a year. I never seem to be ready for this, so I'm just going to do it. I'm just going to read it. I know I'm going to cry. I cry very easily, so it is not going to be a surprise that I'm going to cry. I have no idea what happens, but I know that people die and you get very, very attached to them and then they die. That's what I know. So, yeah. So wish me luck that I finish these books, and I'll keep you posted, because this channel is the only thing that is going to make me finish these, because I am very lazy, and I kind of it's very overwhelming to read big books, and I only was able to read Anna Karenina because I was posting every day about it. So yeah, maybe I'll try that with these books. And yeah, if you have any suggestions or comments about it, please leave a comment. And if you like the video, like it, share it, subscribe it. Yeah, I'll see you next time. Bye.